I'm fighting for my life back here.
All right, so if you watched the last video, you know what happened the first time I drove the M3. I basically lost the fuel pump out of it. So again, in the never-ending stream of FCP boxes, I got a new fuel pump, and we're gonna throw that in this video. So yeah, just a quick tip for anybody that needs to do this to their E36 M3 or probably any other E36. The part is different depending on what year your car was built. So I have a really early E36 M3, and this part's different than like a later one with an S52 in it. You just, if you're looking it up, you just have to make sure it's by the right year, read your door tag. Yeah, just make sure you get the right part in. So let's go ahead and open this box and get into the install. Got a new little O-ring for the top of the tank for the fuel pump. This is what we really need though. So this is what failed on the test drive. This is your fuel pump sending unit for your E36 M3. Like I said, different for early build versus late build, but you'll have to figure that out when you order it. These aren't too expensive. I mean, you saw me do the other one on the siphon pump side. So we're gonna throw this one in, and then that way we'll have like 2 fresh pumps in the back. Hopefully no more leak. Been dealing with that for way too long. Just want to drive the car. But yeah, so let's get in the car and get the old one out and swap this one in. Of course, I literally just put a full tank in it, so it should be just a blast soaking my arms in gas to try to get the old one out. That's what you got to deal with, what we get for punishing ourselves driving old cars. So this is what we're going to be taking out. It's the same deal as the other one. You got that lock ring. I keep referring to the other one. You have to go back into my YouTube videos when I swap the siphon pump out. So now we got to do this one, but it's the same ordeal. A couple hose clamps, a couple wiring connectors that are already unplugged, and there's a lock ring that we're going to have to hammer off because I don't have the tool for it. Pull it out, swap the little gasket, put the new one in, tighten it all down, plug it all back in, run it, and hopefully it doesn't do that, which is fill up with gas. And should be cherry after that. Really need to invest in some better lighting, but we're gonna get this done as best as possible. That wide lens would really come in handy right now. We're gonna start off, we're gonna pop these 2 hose clamps off. See how much of a bath we get here. Yep, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Try the other one. Oh, that one does not want to come off. All right, sorry about the poor filming. Both hoses are off. The clamp was really stuck on there. I might replace that one again. Both hoses are off. Both connectors are off. Yeah, you can see it just dumping gas. Probably dry it out a little bit before I even try to pull this thing out. I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, you obviously have to pull your back seat pad up to change your fuel pump, and then there's a little access panel with 4 Phillips head screws in it. But now I just gotta somehow get this lock ring off. It was kind of a pain on the other side. And it's gonna be even worse because this one's gonna fucking fling fuel everywhere. And you're gonna cut that in half. That was dumb. Yep, but eventually, yeah, you'll see. It'll start spinning. You can walk it off enough till it gets loose. And you just loosen it up, take it all the way out, and put it on a towel somewhere because that's covered in gas. Hopefully you guys run your tank down a little bit drier before your fuel pump fails, and you can just kind of lift it up and it'll come up out of the tank. And oh my God, this tank is full. The dude at Wawa was not kidding when I said fill it up regular. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't even know how to get this thing out without spilling like gallons of gas. So there you go, there's your fuel pump. Put that down somewhere before you make your car permanently smell like gasoline. Hold up, let me get this out and then I'll come grab you guys. So yeah, I don't know how well the camera captures that, but that thing is filled all the way up to like the threads. Like it's literally pouring out of the top of the gas tank. So yeah, definitely not something you want to do. So before we throw the new one in, I know it's kind of probably hard to see in the last video what actually happened to this thing, but now I can show you. This pin right here, if you see it, hold on. That pin that's all black is all burnt up, and you can see why I was leaking through that. But yeah, we're gonna get this thing swapped out with the new one and start putting it all back together. So before we go back in with it, we're gonna throw our new O-ring on it. We go reference the other one. There's like a little rib on the bottom of it, and that side goes down, it looks like. Slide that up there, and then that's your assembled fuel pump for your E36. Gonna put you guys back in there and go ahead and throw it on. I wish I could like show you guys how full this tank is. Like I'm just like barely put my finger in it, and it's all the way to the top. So as soon as I put this thing in, it's just gonna pour fuel everywhere. Yep, yeah, it's just pouring fuel all out the bottom of this thing. And I gotta get that O-ring in there. Yeah, there's fuel dumping out of this car, and I can hear it hitting the ground. Really gotta make sure I don't light a cigarette in here for like a year. Oh, this is so not fun. If I could go back, I just would have never got a full tank. All right, I think it's in. The whole thing is just submerged in gas. So I'm sweating my ass off because it's like unusually hot in New Jersey. So there's that adding to it, along with the nauseating smell. But fuck it. I think we're on a better track. Throw this lock ring back on, make sure it threads on. There's so much gas in this area of the fuel tank right now. It is kind of scary. It had to be done. I'm just gonna do the opposite of taking it out and just hammer this thing tight. And hopefully it never has to come back off again in my ownership. Oh, I like this car. Maybe I won't sell it. I'm gonna try to sop some of this up. I'm a little bit afraid to start it. I mean, there's so much gas. Throw our fuel lines back on. Oh man. I had to take the hoodie off, I was sweating so bad. It really got hot in New Jersey really fast. It was like 20 degrees last week and now it's 80. I'm fighting for my life back here doing a fucking fuel pump. All right, fuel pump's in. There's so much gas around the top of this pump. I'm just gonna have to let it air dry. I'm gonna have to. I don't think there's anything I can do to sop that up. Let me get you guys a better angle. Yeah, fuel pump's all in. I'm not gonna plug it in because God forbid something weird happens with electricity and a spark, and let's just avoid the car turning into a bomb in my garage. But look all around there, it's just all gasoline puddled up in there. So we're gonna let it air dry. I'm gonna open all the garage doors and windows. It's a real nice night out here. So give me like an hour and I'll be back and I'll plug it in and we'll run it and make sure it doesn't leak. All right, so I'm trying to let it air out for a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna air out tonight. Another day I started it, still runs, but I found something interesting. There's a pin in this fuel pump connector. See if it'll focus, probably not. So basically the pin in this fuel pump connector is like a little corroded and the wires kind of burn up and it's kind of melted in the back of the connector, and that's for the fuel pump. So that's probably, let me switch over to the old pump. That's probably what caused that pin to burn up, melt a hole, and then fuel to pour out of it. And I think that's a pretty good guess. I'm not sure what caused that pin to melt. We're gonna have to do some investigation. I'm gonna try to have to find another connector. I'm sure it's fine to run for a little bit, but I don't want to do that again and melt another hole in the top. So yeah, that's probably our issue. It's all good now, for now. I do have to find a new connector. So I'm just gonna let the thing air out probably all night or all week, try to find a new connector. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, the replacement of a fuel pump in these cars is pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy, really. It would definitely make it way easier if you had less fuel in the tank than I did, but whatever. And replace the hose clamp while I was in there, whatever, not really a big deal. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much gonna be it for this video. I can't really go any further. There's a lake of gas in the back of it. I gotta let all the fumes air out of this garage. So yeah, if this helped you out while you're replacing a fuel pump in your E36, make sure to hit subscribe, like the video, comment, share it, whatever, and we'll see you on the next video.